fellow Pisceans out there. Gang, gang, you already know we in the building. Also want to give a shout out to all my two twos and my three threes, and my two twos and my three threes, and my 777s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification to be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. So first thing I'm going to talk about is a couple of different things, okay? Now, as you guys know, yes, as Pisces, we tend to think, about everything that we encounter. So, like I say, make sure your story adds up before the Pisces starts to calculate. So that's the whole topic in itself. And as you guys know, us Pisces, see, we, um, I'm gonna tell you, like, why do people tell us things on the day to day? They like to lie to us. They like to tell us stories, tell us happen. And then what tends to, transpire from this is that this is the very thing why people try to, put holes in their stories without even realizing it. Because one thing about a Pisces uses intuitive thinking, so they can read the energy before words are ever spoken. So let's say, for example, you say to yourself that, "Oh, I'm good." What's going on, James Hudson? Welcome. Glad you could make it. How you doing? And like, say a person be like, "Oh, I'm good," but then the vibe feels off as they say it. So that's how you able to tell that they're not good. See, it's like certain types of words as well. Um, they work like that in such a way. So let's say because a Pisces will use intuitive thinking, they could connect the dots fast. So almost like you can mention somebody, let's say it's another friend, all of a sudden the Pisces remembers what you said to a T, to where, let's say you would have told the Pisces that you didn't have friends in that area, that quick a Pisces could catch you lying. See, another thing is a Pisces can sense inconsistencies. So, if you say something and don't do it, a Pisces notices that. Not only does your tone change at the same time, but the Pisces clocks it instantly. Um, Another thing with Pisces is that they overanalyze pauses. With If you ever noticed that when someone speaks and they oftentimes pause, well, that means that they're hesitating to answer the question, which means that that person may be thinking, "Oh, well, why such a delay of of the whole situation?" Another thing, a Pisces can replay conversations that later, at nighttime, a Pisces will, be asking themselves like, "Wait, um, that didn't make sense when such and such did." Woo, woo, woo. A Pisces may simply trust their gut logic, and sometimes that can feel off because it has a bigger, like a deeper meaning behind it. So another thing with Pisces is they oftentimes visualize scenarios. They can imagine like three versions of what really happened. Don't matter if the situation or if it was with a person. They can remember the small details of what the person had on that day. Um, where you may even tell the Pisces a story about someone in particular, only for the Pisces to recognize the small details, to where they could be like, "Oh, that person had a blue shirt before, but now it's a black hoodie." Appreciate that. Love, loyalty, royalty. What's good? What's going on, Brody? Oh, and here's the thing: like, sometimes a Pisces can pick up on emotional cues that other people leave behind. So it could be your mood, and a lot of times you you have a higher chance of trusting someone else's mood than their words. A lot of people don't know this. Is that always pay attention to a person's mood. Don't matter what it is, because listen, this is a strong energy that we're dealing with. The mood if you don't trust a person, always trust their mood. Just know, like, if you got a relative, a friend, a loved one, a spouse, trust their moods, bro. I'm gonna tell you why you must trust their moods, because once they once you realize a person, um their mood doesn't match their words. See, that's an emotional cue. So oftentimes, if the mood, you, like I say, you could trust the mood, but if the words don't match the mood, you know they full of shit. See, so it's like, oh, how are you doing today? Um, I'm doing all right. Yeah, they kind of dread to talk about it. But let's say they give you a mixed signal where they're like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, and they're being dry about it. They're not doing pretty good, bro. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta trust the mood. Um, Another thing is, a Pisces may connect past patterns from, regarding memory, mental patterns, and it's almost like a Pisces can remember what you did last time, even if it was even if it was some months that went by, weeks, years, to the point where the Pisces would say, "See, you did the same thing before." See, and a lot of times a Pisces can sense fake stories that you tell, because, again, you can trust a person's mood and their energy. See, the energy that a person gives you, it will not match the reality of the situation. See, so that's why I say, like, energy is like a reflection of yourself. So if it's off, it's the whole thing is corrupt. See, now a Pisces may also analyze a person's body language. So it could be the simple fact that the person is not making eye contact, and that could come off suspicious to a Pisces. It could be a situation where the Pisces begin to, compare the timelines of events that occurred to, you know, come up with a reasoning to where, hey, you said 8 p.m., now it's 10 p.m. Just knowing that a person would lie, knowing that they were going to be late. See, and I'm gonna tell you why. See, a Pisces can feel your hidden intentions. See, a Pisces can feel it, and they can tell if it's motive behind your words. So when a Pisces does this means that they could decode vibes. You see, of anything that moves. And sometimes I'm gonna tell you, a Pisces that says, "Oh, something just ain't right," is 9 times out of 10 absolutely correct when they say that. Another thing is that, as I often mentioned before, which I don't believe in coincidences, and I'm gonna tell you, most Pisces will question coincidences, because too many random things that happen at one time, this will be the answer to that. It's almost like when it's too much stuff going on, it's like, wait, is this really happening right now, or is this some type of, rigged situation? A Pisces may also, notice the contradictions within your statements of, your conversation, to where you're constantly, switching the story mid conversation. A Pisces may also just trust the silent cues that they feel, because it's almost like, oh, what that person says at this point doesn't matter, because they've lost their credibility. Now, a Pisces may also instinctively just investigate the whole situation without asking, but it's because they already know. Now, another thing about a Pisces is they have an analytical mindset, so they break stories off in parts, with the beginning, the middle, and everything got to match. See, and I'm gonna tell you, a Pisces may also test logic. See, doesn't just because it's a water sign doesn't mean that the Pisces simply doesn't use it. Um, but I will tell you, when it comes to a Pisces, literally, needing to calculate the time gaps within a situation. So it could be a situation where it's like the drive time of the situation versus what your excuse. See, but that's the thing. When this happens, the Pisces knows that your story is not adding up when this occurs. So that's how it's crazy how the person will react in such a way. They'll start comparing the facts. They will start to they'll start to go back and forth from the old info to the new info. A Pisces may also question the motives at hand. It's almost like they might say, "Oh, what would they what would they do, or why did they do that?" In other words, now a Pisces may also analyze the wording behind your words. You may have said something that was shallow, or something that was vague, to a point where a Pisces might be like, yo, um, they might say something like, give me one second, y'all. Okay, they may say something vague, like they're hiding something. So a lot of times, a Pisces would notice that if you're not explaining something very well, where you're under explaining, you're not telling the whole story like it happened, the whole third, just the whole entire story in itself. You're not trying to break nits and pieces whatsoever. Now, a Pisces may also evaluate simply, your tone simply. So a lot of times a Pisces can pick up on a mere fact if you sound nervous for no reason. They can spot, rehearsed answers. They can tell if you're, you know, something script, something that is scripted, or something that's being, done that's not, the actual situation at hand. They can also double check consistency. See, and a lot of times it's if a person can, tell the same story twice in such a way. See, um, now another thing about Pisces, they notice contradictions. You could say something that was the opposite of what you said. They will pick that up. They measure authenticity, so it's like the real versus the fake vibes that occur. And they may also just, run to a whole silent situation where the whole story is under review. See, it could be anything related to that. Now, when it comes to overthinking and imagination for Pisces, they can imagine all outcomes, worst case scenarios, and the best case possible. They create mental timelines, step by step replays of everything that happened. They can visualize scenes like a movie in their head. They can, basically, say the particular words of the movie, of the people in the movie. Um, they could analyze silence. See, or why didn't you respond? Those could be questions that that person may say for you. In other words, um, now let's talk about the pattern. Okay, so a Pisces remembers your habits. You see, not just the good ones, but the bad ones as well. A Pisces may also, oftentimes, ask themselves, why are you doing something? It could be a situation like, oh, you always do this. Um, a Pisces may also just track behavior cycles, the same pattern. They can see it within their friend, loved one, or whoever it may be, and ask themselves, okay, or just speaking out loud, like, why is this person doing this? See, um, another thing is a Pisces may notice time patterns. They may observe the simple fact that let me see. Give me give me one second, y'all. So I didn't take. Wait, let me see something. Okay, so another thing I got is a Pisces may just pick up that you only do this when I'm around. That could be a situation they can recognize the whole manipulation, and definitely, detect gaslighting when it occurs. They can, they can go through a situation where it's almost like they experience um, the whole identify. It's like how can I say it? It's like, let me see, you guys. Give me one second. Oh, get something to drink, bro. Ah, I hate when I like. It's so crazy, y'all. It's like midday, bro. Like I'm on break at lunch. I'm on break on lunch. I said it both. That's how you know I'm tired, bro. But I keep running every day. It's like, I switched my diet too. Been running out of gas, bro. Not like, literally, but it's like I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I could just be talking and I literally could just fall asleep, bro, just like that, bro. I ain't trying to like. I'm still gonna finish the video or whatnot, but it's like, bro, I just got tired. Out of every time it's time for me to get on this live with y'all, bro. I be getting tired as shit, bro. But that's why I got this big ass bowl of fruit, watermelon, no fast food, no garbage. But yeah, I'm gonna finish y'all. Just give me a second. I hate that. Like when I like, how many of y'all go through the same thing, or am I the only one? 'Cause I get tired super fast, bro. It's really, I think it's my sleep apnea that does this shit, bro. It's like if anybody that has sleep apnea, it's almost like you get tired, bro. Like throughout the day, it's like let me see. The Bango said, wait, welcome, Misty. Say you need that red meat. Add extra meat to diet. Facts, facts. You said, how am I doing? I feel tired, man. And like even as I'm reading my notes, it's like my freaking brain just had a brain fart to where it's like I just said the same thing twice. I said, yeah, I'm on my break and my lunch. That's how I know I'm tired as shit, bro. I said I'm on my break and my lunch. That's crazy. But I gotta be more prepared, bro. And I ain't gonna let this happen no more. I just be like, I've been at work since 7, and I hate that because it's like it's the same reason why I fell asleep yesterday. It's like I had my phone out and I just started. So let me keep going because okay, so all right. So here's the thing. Why I say you gotta have your story together when you're dealing with a Pisces. Because don't you know a Pisces will simply cut you off if they detect you're lying about something? Like you could be like talking to a Pisces, they could be daydreaming, they could literally be looking out the window, and that doesn't mean they're not paying attention. They hear everything you're saying, but as soon as you lie, the Pisces will stop you. It's almost like a security guard in the middle of you guys' conversation, to where it's like, wait a minute, you said this, and then all of a sudden it's something else going on. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, okay, so okay, let me go back to where I left off. See, a Pisces is like a Virgo in kind of a sense when it comes to analyzing things, but can be a bit more balanced about it because a a Pisces can just analyze everything about everything to where they could break things down into different parts, as I mentioned. Um, they could hold on, let me see. They could put your whole story under a review. They could overthink things, use their imagination. They can imagine all outcomes and worst case scenarios in the best case possible. Uh, they can analyze silence. Now, another thing too, a Pisces almost knows when you're gonna lie. Okay, so they can anticipate your lies. They know the white lies versus the big serious ones, to where, oh, I'm gonna call you right back type of lies and not call back. Oh, I'm gonna call you back in 10 minutes and not call back. It's your nose moments. Some people don't see a big deal about it, but I still treat a lie as a lie because what you don't want to do is tolerate it, and then people just keep doing it to you. See? Oh, you said, oh, congratulations, hunting state land. Missy said I was 170 down to 116, added extra meat to keep muscles and got energy from it and help. Yeah, I'm gonna check into that. What kind of meat did you get? Cause me, I've been just eating the fruit just for like liquids and vitamins, nutrition. I'm about to get back in the gym. I'm gonna actually go to the gym in the morning. I'm gonna just keep going every day until I get to where I want to be. Um, this one now, I ain't gonna fall off this time. Fell off last time. I'm not gonna fall off because I'm serious now. Like I'm super serious. Like I looked at my bank statement and looked at how much money I spent on fast food, and I was like, yo, how the hell? You know what made me want to know what made me make the decision today to no more fast food? It's bad when the people that work at the restaurant, when it's time to pay, they're like, I know you ain't gonna eat four McChickens with cheese. And that right there was enough for me to say, you know what, goddamn it, I'm done. You know, like it's a breaking point when you realize somebody notices something, and it's the most. It ain't even embarrassing to me. That's my sign to stop. When the damn person behind it that takes, the cashier through the drive-through recognize you, and they call you by your government, and they say, Trey, I know you ain't gonna eat four McChickens by yourself. And I looked at her and I said, I'm done, bro. It's over. I let it RP fast food, no more. And see the good thing about me is once I motivate myself, it's almost like I can't stop. See? It's like once I go one day, boom, then I become hooked. I become a gym rat overnight to where that's all I want to do. That's first thing I hit when I wake up in the morning, boom. And I ain't talking about just no cardio because I got a treadmill thingy at the house. So I could do my walks and all that stuff there. And I know what y'all gonna say probably, oh, you got a treadmill, you wasn't using it? Nope. See, I should have been using it, but I will start to use it. So it was $1,000 down, workout equipment, and I only got on there a few times, so I got to start using it. And I'm gonna start, like I say, in the morning, get my ass up at 4, go straight to the gym, 4 in the morning, cause the gym open up at like 5. But let me see. Misty said, congratulations, honey. Congratulations, hun Stayland. Misty said she eat the cows. Sorry, cow steaks a lot. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check into that. I'm actually checking that today. Cause I have a what is that? Not a George Foreman grill, but an air fryer thing. So I'm gonna just try to make all my stuff in the air fryer. Call it a day. Yeah, RP McDonald's, Misty. I can't do it no more. Like I just can't. It to me, it was the lady just the lady that said the whole little comment about the McChickens or whatever. That just did it for me. Cause it's like I feel like when you come across stuff, it's a subliminal message. It's almost like a warning, that comes before destruction. You feel like somebody's trying to get your attention with something. And usually it's in those moments when somebody randomly makes a comment about something you're doing. And it's like, you know what? I take that as a sign for me to stop, in other words. Um, you say you're looking for nan shots. Okay, okay. I mean, yeah, I'll check into it. I ain't gonna do no shots as far as like, you know, I'm gonna do mine natural because the reason how I got so big, okay, was when I was like a little bit of backstory. I try to keep as much of the yapping, out, but um, so when I was younger, I was a twig, I was skinny, super super bony and skinny, and I ain't like it. See, so I was about maybe 180 pounds, but I still had like a little pudge of a stomach. And then I'm like, okay. I wanted to get, mass. I wanted to get, bigger. Then what I started doing was a big no-no. See, I took my happy ass to fucking Walmart, and I just started, bro. I did the worst thing you could possibly do to get big. And I just started like eating more yogurt, more shit, because that's what I was reading about, like what to do to get, bigger, to grow. Drinking milk every day, chocolate milk. Then I'll tell you what, I ended up buying weight gainer shakes, bro. Weight gainer, like the weight gainer that's like every scoop is like 1,600, what they call it, 1,600 calories per scoop. And I was just taking that weight gainer like, man, I was taking weight gainer for like 5 months. Man, when I stepped back on the scale, I went from like 180 to like 250. I'm like, damn. And I was working out with it. But then when I got too big again, I reached about 300 pounds. I said, nah, bro, I got to lose this. And then what I did was I went on a fast, and I fasted for damn near like 2 months. 2 months. And I only ate, if like when I would break my fast, I would eat like a peach. But I was eating like just peaches. It was like 3, 4 peaches a day, nothing else, just water. And then I got so skinny, back to my normal. And then I stepped on the weight scale, and I was down to 180. See, down to 180 again. But this time you could really see like the drastic weight loss, to where it was like my arms, I lost a lot of muscle because I wasn't eating any protein. So it was like all my muscle was gone. I didn't have no fat either. I was just skinny, regular, boom. So now I'm back up to like what, three something, which is bad. I'm like over the scale thingy. So now I got to drop the weight, fam. I can't. And see, I had progress, but now I got to do it over. At least I'm still down two. At least I can say that. At least I'm still down 2 pounds, because I was 330, and now I'm 328 or something like this, some change. But yeah, I gotta eat more like fruit because of the nutrition. Um, See, the problem with that make I would say this, like for those of you that take medications, the problem with those medications is you gotta have strong willpower even while taking that junk, because it's so easy for you to like be under the effects of your medication that makes you either eat more, and you lose your sense of like your taste buds. Um you lose the little things that make you full, to where when I got my medication, the doctor told me like, be careful, because this is gonna make you crave, this is gonna make you eat more carbs. So it was like, I'm like, okay, I'm just thinking this man just talking to me, just random whoopie woo, wasn't really listening. And soon as I took my meds, bro, he wasn't lying, bro. It's chemically something that chemically happens, to where you just start to, like, you can't help yourself. You just start to want to eat like carbs. And I'm like, God damn, I can't stop, bro. But now I'm realizing like I gotta stop, bro. Just slow down. No more sugar, for like that type of sugar, processed foods, all that stuff. Just be done with it. But yeah. So getting back, oh shit. Getting back, if you, let's say, if let's say a Pisces, I'm gonna tell you another thing about a Pisces is they don't like stories. Like they don't like stories of a person telling them, such as like when you ask a simple question, the person gives you a full lengthy story. Sometimes a Pisces doesn't. They get turned off by that, because it gives the person more of a chance, to lie and hide. It's like they could tell more lies within their statement, because now it's almost like a bunch of fluff that you gotta hear. Yeah, Derry definitely would do it. Missy said I've been 220 before. I don't know. I look good either way, but that was you said that was fat. I go natural, but I'm looking into that shot. And now people ask if I did the weight loss shot. And I'm like, no. My first run. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, to me, it's like, how can I say it? If for me, I probably would have done something like that, but now it's um, like I said, I have to check into it. But it's like at this weight, I definitely can feel it. It does feel like uncomfortable. Like even now that the type of work I do, I gotta lift a lot of heavy stuff, walk around, deliver stuff, and it's like, um, yesterday a lady had like 4 cases of water, like 32 packs. It was like she had 4 frying, oil, um, like grease jugs from like Sam's Club, and I was just like, yo, I almost passed out. Like literally, I just almost just said, you know what? It was so much heavy ass shit that this lady had, bro. Like the waters ain't that bad because you can hold it with 2 hands, boom. And then it was that those heavy freaking grease jugs, cooking oil, whatever it was, they were huge. And each of them was like damn near 25, 30 pounds per jug. Like just holding two of them, you've been to lost your balance type of feeling. And it was hot outside. It was like 80 degrees. Man, I was like, bro, but it was paying $86 though. So that was for to do all of that, which was only like what 16 to 20 items, but they're all heavy items. The money was just too good to turn it down. $86 just to go 20 minutes away and drop the shit off. You know me, I was amped up and I was stoked to hurry up and do it. But once it got time to drop that shit off, man, whew, my lower back started feeling like it was about to snap because all the fat around my midsection. I'm like, yo, I got to work out, bro. There ain't no way in hell I'm struggling with these damn few little cooking oil jugs. Like this ain't never happened to me. So that's why I ended up like saying, you know what? I felt so if sitting in my damn front seat felt like sitting in a damn swimming pool because my lower back was killing me, fam. Like lifting all that shit, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, at least I know my downfalls. I know what my mistakes are. I'm not being in denial or saying like, oh, blaming people and trying to make it seem like, oh, woe is me. Like, no. My thing is that, see, at night, because I run a server, I pretty much be playing 5M all night. See, and that don't help because I'm sitting. So that's why I gotta make sure throughout the whole day I'm eating like less calorie, but nutrition, just nutritious foods throughout the day. So then, um, and yeah, for those that don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm trying to cut back on everything. So I had to steal me a nice big ass bowl of fruit. I stole this. Boom. I also got me this. Every day I got a whole list of shit. Got me some of this Smucker's berry jellies, but at least this is the natural berry. Now, if I really, really feel like I gotta eat something, because now I'm not trying to spend no money whatsoever. I'm trying to control my spending and all that type of shit, right? So I have stole me a nice loaf of just, Texas toast just to have, something to throw some peanut butter on and keep it moving because I'm not buying no fast food. Even this is not good, okay? I understand it's white bread, but like I say, this is only for me to put a little bit of peanut butter on this, a little bit of jelly, and keep it moving because I need the energy to do my job. And I've tried working without eating enough. It don't work, bro. Your muscles get all tired. You just start feeling like weak and whatnot. Also stole this too. Big ass pack of batteries, bro. See this? These are just from my mouse and controllers at the house. So yeah. Got some free double A's. What else do I got? Some peaches. Oh, I forgot too. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all what store I hit up yesterday, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all, those of you that work retail, if you see me coming, bro, you better run, bro. Cause listen, man, I'm gonna tell you. I'm trying to see if I have it. Yeah, I do got it on. See, man, I hit that store up yesterday, bro. Yeah, I do be thieving, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm a thief, bro. Look at this. Hey, listen, I'm being honest though. Most motherfuckers are lying. I ain't no goddamn thief. Man, man, shit. Look what else I took. Boom. Trojan, H2O sensitive touch. At least it ain't no Diddy type of shit going on, but it's still lube. Still got some lube, never know. Now, don't laugh at me, but I wanted to try this though. This is some fast acting gel. I just wanted to try it because it just when I seen it, I said it says to treat erectile dysfunction. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it because if it's some fast acting gel, I want to rub it and see if it's fast. Hey, but you never know. Didn't use it yet though, but when you open it up, it kind of looks like crack. Like this is how it looks. I said, the fuck? I gotta rub this down and throw it on my I gotta put it on my Wayne. But yeah. And then I got this because sometimes when you wait a minute. Yeah. I got this because this is like some flavor lubricant. So if I'm gonna eat the cat, I gotta have a little bit of this. And then what you do is you just pour it up here. You don't need that much. You just pour like a little bit like this, and then you just rub your hands and put it on the cat, and then you just spread them apart, the legs apart, and go, do your little thing, man. But if you don't like the whole taste or whatever, or just spice it up a little bit, get you some honey pop, Brody. And then I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Man, I had stole all of these fucking man. Listen to this, bro. Man, this is a lot of shit. Condoms, Brody. I stole them, Brody. Look at this. Boom. It's I feel like the goat, so I had to take the shit, bro. Big ass fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got the raw ones too, and the don't feel shit type of ones. Yeah, man, gotta stay safe, man. But, and it's not that I'm gonna tell y'all the secret, bro. It's not that I steal because I'm broke. That ain't why I steal, bro. I steal because I'm a Pisces, and I feel like if I feel like I can get away with this shit, I'm gonna do it. That's just what I'm gonna do. If I can, if I can screw your mom and get away with it, I'm gonna do it, bro. Like I don't, I will never get caught, bro. And I know how y'all might be saying right now, man, you gonna get caught, bro. I'm not gonna get caught, bro. It's a method that I know that, bro. I can't tell y'all the method. It's a method that I know that, bro. Listen. I'm gonna tell you. I used to work in loss prevention, okay? And working in the thing, I got to see what they look for. But it's one little thing, because this in loss prevention, they teach you, oh, just watch the hands, okay? Watch the hands, because a person can literally go close on something. Nah, it's a different way that you could do it. See, this what you do. Like I went in Best Buy, bro. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I got from Best Buy. Y'all gonna be like, this man's a troublemaker, Brody. This man is a troublemaker. Let me show y'all. Man, I took a bunch of these damn things, Brody. This right here. AirPods, all different kinds, chargers, man. I'm gonna tell you, watch this. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how it's so easy to take shit, right? No customer service. That's the first thing. If nobody comes to me and say, "Sir, can I help you with something?" Bro, it's a easy lick, bro. Nobody come to me and say, "Oh, you need some help." I'm running through y'all shit. It is what it is. Cause look, do you know? Listen, how many of these you think I got? Brand new. How many of these y'all think I got in like 5 minutes? What I got out of this? 15. Different kinds. I got the wire ones, I got the lightning bolt ones, and then it gets even better. See, this is what I do. Go to the section, right? Because I'm gonna tell you a secret. Most of the cameras in the store are fake. Do you know if you look at the economy right now, right? Ain't nobody hiring no goddamn expensive ass asset protection crew, bro. Nope. Not if they barely got customers coming in. Nope. So think about it. What I do is I come into the store, right? I never look around. I never look up. I never do this. And looking around, that's the first sign that people know you're going to what? Jimmy, man, chill out, bro. I mean, damn, can a man just be honest, bro? It's just a person be honest. Goddamn. I mean, it's content. Nobody want to watch the anything boring. So hey, I feel like talking about this today. So, like I say, don't go into the store and start looking around at the cameras, bro. Because that's the number one sign, fam. You're gonna attract attention to yourself because you're looking around. Instead, you're gonna wear a flat brim hat like this. And I'm gonna tell you why you want to wear a flat brim hat, because this part right here, it blocks your peripheral to where if I'm looking level headed, you can't even see me because it's like that blocks the little camera off from seeing my eyes and what I'm doing. Now, mind you, I'm like 6'6", bro. So when you walk in the store, right, you don't get the customer service. That's the first mistake that these stores they make, bro. Then as you continue on, you gotta find the manager. See, and if he's got his hands tied, you watch the person that has the little camera, the CCTVs, the one that's at the front, maybe the one that keeps staring at you. Usually the person you could tell who security is. Boom, right? Then what you do is you say, "Oh, okay," and then people start to become busy. That's the best time the store is busy. It's too many people, not enough help. Then what you do is this, okay? You when you grab the item, right? You pretend like you reading what it comes with, what it does. You just like, right? This is I'm gonna tell you. I bought a pair of pants that have these deep ass holes in them, but they look like regular sweatpants, cold blooded. I draw the illusion. See, when I grab, I shouldn't even be telling y'all. I shouldn't even be telling y'all this, bro. But I draw the illusion like this is what people see. I know I'm being watched on camera. I know that. See, but cameras, bro, listen, are not as good as they are. As they're not perfect, bro. See, I could tell you, I got off from being on my phone, texting and driving, and getting into a car accident and got off hook because of the illusion. See, so the illusion is that once I grab the item, I literally walk to a side of the store with this item, right? And then what I do is I keep the item very close to me. And then I walk way in the corner somewhere that I can see that there's no cameras. Because you got to understand, like, it could be a blind spot, just like a blind spot with your vehicle. You could use things in the store as blind spots. You realize the aisle is not as wide as the other one. You realize the big ass refrigerator, like right there, to where you know you could open that mug and literally just put something, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is, as soon as I find that blind spot, gone. Put it in, because the pockets, bro, Timu got everything, Brody. They got shit. They got shirts with pockets on the inside, pants with the shit in the inside, bro. Listen, if a person have a regular pair of pants, they got a slit in the thing with pockets, almost like a damn garbage bag in the inside of the pants, bro. Man, I was loading up in that mug like a damn throwing shit down in the hamper. Kept going to that same spot, bro. Then see, this is the thing. You can't feed a fish because a fish will go after the big shit. I'm like, bro, if I'm sitting on like 20 items in an electronic store and still ain't nobody even saw nothing, I'm like, bro, I'm going to where the Apple shit is, bro. I'm going to the big dog shit. I'm going to the 300 or better. So I go over there, boom, do do do. They got all the shit all freaking caged up, lockbox, every little type of thing. And I'm like, okay, bro, I have really strong hands, even though my hands are small. And I'm like a brown bear when it comes. I be ripping them things off, bro. Like, bro, I can walk in, no bullshit. I could walk into a store and literally rip off the little lock thing that to the cases and shit. I pull that motherfucker off. Cause this the thing, you got to have strong hands. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you, if I grab this right here, your hands gotta be so rough and strong that you can literally pop the damn thing open, like just crushing in your hands and pull out the item. Bro, when I go into there, I literally just grab the lock and just twist it, just break the lock itself. See, this how you do. You can look, if you look level-headed, you can see who's over there. See? And then what I do is, if I feel like people are watching me, I create a distraction. See? I draw the illusion. I draw the illusion that I need help with something. See? And then what I do, so certain stores, I'll be like Walmart, for instance, I'll be like, yo, can I see the item? They'd be like, yeah, sure. Like, oh, they'll be like, oh, but I got to bring it to the register so, whenever you're ready, I can ring you up, right? I keep my eyes on him. Soon as he dropped this item at the front desk and he floats off somewhere, I'm over there already, grab it, gone. See, do you want to know the craziest thing? Bro, I'm going to tell y'all the day I almost got caught, bro. My headlight went out in the front of my car, right? Boom. What's going on, Thomas Faye? How you doing? My headlight went out. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at the price. I'm like, $50 for some headlights? Like, come on, bro. That's a lot just for some damn headlights, bro. I'm not paying no goddamn $50. Bro, I go into the Walmart. Next thing you know, I go to the electronics, the little car section. Boom. I say, yo, I need these lights. I had the light in my hand, right? And I went just like this. I'm like, yo, I need this light right here. Boom. I said, I need the H111C, right? Boom. I go to they got the whole all the car shit all locked up. Now they got a special lock that you gotta have like a magnet to do, right? So I called a little dude, came over there. I said, how you doing today, man? Everything smooth? Then I see y'all got the thing locked up. He like, yeah, he put his little phone to the thing. It opened up the thing. I said, oh, okay, I see y'all. Grab the item. So look, check it out. When you see H1CC, I'm like, bet. I find the bulbs, right? I pick up the bulb package. Boom. He like, okay, you going to check out now? I said, no, I still got some more shopping to do. He like, okay, just let me know when you ready. Bro, remember I told y'all the hand trick where I crush the damn package and take them shits out? So this time, I broke the package. I took the two brand new ones, boot, put that in my pocket, left. Guess who come running after me? The manager of the car section. Sir. What you got them bulbs with you? I drew the illusion. Bro, let me tell y'all, I drew the illusion. What did I tell him? I said, oh man, I put it back on top of the shelf. He said, on top of the shelf? He said, cause the thing locked. I said, yeah, it's on top of the shelf. I put it on the left side. He said, oh, okay. As soon as he turned his back, I started speed walking to the car. Like, oh hell no. But that's the thing why I tell her, say, oh, I put it back, bro. It's on the top shelf. Knowing that shit was in my, but he came after me like, bro, listen, it has to be the intuition. I didn't even know he was running after me until I felt something. You ever feel somebody like coming to where you don't know why you look over your shoulder or you just look to the side, next to you know somebody is coming your way running, towards you. And I did just that. I just looked over my shoulder like, and I seen the dude running. I'm like, what the hell did I even like catch dude running? He would have caught me off guard had I not looked over my shoulder, asking me for that the lights, the little box thing. And I'm like, and it's crazy. I do the same damn thing when I go in there. I do the light thing every time. I always bust that motherfucker open, take the lights out, boom. Bro, I done went and got some shoes today from Foot Locker. I'm telling y'all the Foot Locker trick, bro. The Foot Locker trick is if you got some black shoes, bro, and somebody help you say, yo, let me try them on. Boom. You try them on and walk out that motherfucker, bro. Works every time. See, you can't, people that mess up with this, how they get caught, is they become nervous. The only person that should be nervous is the person that owns the store. You see what I'm saying? The person that owns the store. You got to draw the illusion, bro. The illusion is act normal. No tense up, no looking around. You act normal, fam. You just keep your head straight, and guess what? If somebody stop you and say, sir, you didn't ring up those Pampers or something, you just play dumb and draw the illusion. Did I? I said, man, I'm sorry. You got to be a good actor. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm hard of hearing, and yeah, I just took my meds, and I do apologize. Oh shit, damn, I can't even believe that I even like missed that. Then you just play dumb and turn around, and then you just scan the item. But see, you gotta understand, once a person catch you, they have to catch you, bro. Like have you in their arms, have you like literally bound. Because a fish, bro, even if you catch me, I'm still gonna get it. Because how I'm gonna get you is I'm gonna draw the illusion, and once you buy into it, as soon as you turn your back, gone. I'm already got it. See, I wait for you to turn your whole body around, and then I'm already gonna do it. Do it again. See, it's almost like a pump fake. Oh, now, as soon as I see your head turn around, yoink. See, I did that. Look, there was a lady, bro, came through the line. Boom, said like a grocery store. Boom, self checkout. This lady was on. She act like she was a Coast Guard in the military. She literally had that. Next, my light went off on the damn self checkout. Boom, she come over there, and then she like, sir, can I get you another cart? I said, no, I don't need no other. No, I don't need none other cart. It's just a few items. No, how about I get you another cart? I said, cool if you want to. I'm not gonna use it though, because I told you I don't need it. Drew the illusion. Drew the illusion that I'm gonna use it. She brought the cart over there. I pretended like I'm really gonna transfer the shit that I scanned to the cart. Once it's bagged, I just put the cart together, drew the illusion. So every time she looked over at me, it looks like I'm getting ready to transfer the bags. only to scan the items, and then you know how the green light comes on. That means you can put the shit in the cart. I put the shit in the cart, paid for it. Then she looked at the cart and realized it wasn't nothing in that extra cart. And then I just told her, I said, "Oh, you could." I said, "Can you put this back for me?" I said, I decided not to use it, even though I already said that. The face she made, dude, she turned red because she knew like, oh, you dirty motherfucker, you didn't even use that cart that I gave you for the stuff. Nope. I always pretend like I'm gonna use something when they try to like enforce the to keep you from taking something. Like, oh yeah, well sir, you got to take everything out, and you can't put stuff on top. I say, oh, okay, okay, all right. Now I had one lady, bro, piss me off, bro. I went through the self checkout thing. She's watching me like flies on shit, bro. Man, I was trying to get a some protein drinks and shit, right? But man, the way the cart made is plastic. I had two damn 30 protein drinks at the top. Boom, slid the mugs in like a damn holster with two straps. Had that mug. The cart itself is made poorly. So I was able to hide the items in the cart. And I was getting away with this like months and months and months and months and months and months, right? So this lady, bro, soon as she came, my little light went red. Boom, she come over there. And then she give herself away. I draw the illusion. She said, "Oh, so is this one order? Is this all one order?" Or while whole time she see my straps in the holster. She see my protein drinks hidden in the cart, but she trying to act like she don't see it. And I said what? When she asked me like, "Oh, is this all?" I pretended like I ain't hear her. I said, "What? What you say?" And I said it aggressive, so that way she could bow, cause you gotta understand, I'm tall. I was like, "What? What you say?" She said, "Oh, I was just wondering if this was all one order." And then I said, "Does it look?" I was being sarcastic. "Does it look like all one order?" And then she said, "Well, because I see these." She pulled them out from where they were hiding, like, "Oh, because I see these protein drinks in your cart." So she snatched them out of the hiding spots. That's how I knew she was watching me, bro. I was so heated, and then I played it off. I said, "Oh, you must." I said, "You must be racist." See, I tried to say something, go that far. I said, "Oh, you must be racist. You don't really like my kind." I said, "See, see, you done it again. This was the second time you've done this, and I'm sick of it." I said, "You keep coming after me every time I come to self checkout. You give me a hard time. I'm not shopping here no more." I caused the scene on purpose to, you know what I'm saying? That she had a smirk on her face that she knew that she saw the damn hiding spots. I'm like, damn. So then I'm like, bro, she done damn near interrupted my whole little thing. So now I pulled a race. I said, "Yo, you must got an issue with my racism." I was like, "Okay, well." Next thing you know, she backed off. Boom. And then I look at her. I did a side eye like the dog be doing. I looked at her at the side eye, bro. Her head glued to me still, bro. I'm like, God damn. I said, "Damn, you gonna just watch me? Damn, I might as well be on TV." I said, "Damn, you damn just still watching me." Bro, she literally just had a smirk on her face and just literally just like kept staring at me, bro. And then that was my cue to like, nah, bro, she's on to you already. You might as well hang it up, bro. And then I said, "All right." I said, "Yeah, you keep on jumping down my throat." I said, "I ain't shopping here no more." Boom. Came back the next day. Bro, soon I shit you not, bro. Soon as I come in her line, bro, because she was the only one open. It got so bad, they shut down the goddamn self checkout early, bro. Like now it's like they close it at like 9 p.m. It was just too early. Last time it was like 10. Bro, I come through her line. "Oh, is everything out the cart?" I'm like, "Bro." I said, "You know what?" I said, "I told you to stop every time." I said, "Who is your manager?" "Well, I'm actually the manager." I said, "Look, you keep on coming down my throat." I said, "I don't have to steal nothing. I pay for all this every time I come in here. I said, you know what? I don't even want it. I did it on purpose though. I filled the cart up full of shit and then put it to the damn, to check out on purpose and then just left it there. Just left it there. Just for her to have to put it away or have somebody else put away all that shit. I purposely walked around the store just putting all kind of random shit into a cart, filled that bitch up, bro. Came to her line, and I knew she was gonna say something slick, bro. Us Pisces, we be knowing, bro, when somebody finna say something, bro. That's everything out the cart. I said, bro, you know what? I don't even want it. Boom. I said, but you could put all the stuff away, and I was basically saying it like in a condescending way, like, oh, you could actually, put all of this back. I'm not gonna get it. And I told her, I said, see, you learn how to treat people better. Boopy wooty woo. Bro, I knew she was pissed, bro, because I put all that shit on the belt to where the little bagger dude bagging it up for me only to be like, you know what, I don't want it. And I told her, learn how to give good customer service. Because even if I was on something, why is you talking to me like I stole some shit? But that let me know. See, you gotta pay attention, bro. Like when that let me know that in the back room, it's a possibility that she knows I'm on something because I done got away with too much shit to where she knows it's me. Like, you know how a person give you that they own you tough to where they ain't looking at this person, all these other shoppers, you zeroed in, you locked in with me. That mean they're on to you, bro. And that's when I just said, nope, I'm not going to that store no more. Nope, I ain't don't shop there no more. Nope, or shoplift or however you want to say the shit. I don't yank at that store no more. See, that's how you do it when you start realizing that, okay, now they begin to tighten up on you. Don't shop there no more. Let me see. See. Yeah, I mean, Palace said, oh, okay, so I knew at a young age who they were my grandfather, mom's September Virgo toxic. They were my grandmother September 20. In this different situation, she wasn't that bad. Yeah, I always say Virgo women toxic, bro. I had a little lady friend that I was, just getting to know, the one that told me she didn't want no relationship. And I ain't heard from her. It been like 2 days, nothing. I ain't gonna call her, I ain't gonna reach out, I ain't gonna bother her. I'm not even gonna say nothing to her because I'm not I could see the game being already played before, you know, it's like when people stop texting you, calling you cold turkey, bro, don't chase them. Don't try to find out why. Don't try to. Nope. Just take it, accept it for what it is. Boom. And then, like I say, you have to do that because a person knows what they're doing, and I find it to be toxic because you want somebody to chase you, but at the same time, you're not looking for a relationship with that person. So it's like, bro, I don't even like. I ain't got nothing to say to her. It's like if you wanna keep it like that, cool. You don't want to text, cool. I don't want to text either. In the story. Um, Let me see. Palace said, A said Capricorn Moon. I take a person straight to hell. Said a Virgo Sun. I called him out on that shit. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it hit different though. It's like, see, I'm a little bit different when it comes to like addressing things. I would tend to just ignore a person until, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a difference between ignoring someone and forgetting about someone. See, with me, I literally forget who you are. I literally forget that we even once talked, and I have a bad memory, so a lot of stuff that don't happen, I don't even get attached. It's almost like I just be like, oh well, another one bites the dust. I'm not finna trip about whatever, miss a call or whatever. Um, but yeah, I always feel like forgetting about somebody is the best bet. Just be like, fuck them. Cause you gotta, anytime I'm gonna tell you how you know somebody's being manipulative or pulling away or just trying to pull a ghost move on you. You can feel the intent behind the action. It's like if you feel like somebody's trying to make you do something that you don't want to do or that you wouldn't do, it's like that's manipulation, bro. They're trying to pull a manipulative maneuver on you. See, so for the Virgo woman to just stop texting, and we've been like texting like or just talking like every day, once a day at least. Because the reason why we talk every day is because she's a part of my server that I run on 5M. Okay, boom. So she's like, if you guys ever play 5M, it's like role play. So it's like me and her have like a fake situation going on. Like we're together in the game, so we have to do content. See, so we use like metal, and then we like save our clips of our gameplay, and we make content like a storyline from our virtual characters. She ain't been on that shit though. She ain't even been playing. Almost as if she quit. So I'm like, well, just in my mind, just quit. It ain't that hard. I'm not gonna be mad. Shit, I don't give a damn if you quit. It's other women out there that take the role and whoop de woo. But nah, if a person does such a thing, it's almost like you could feel pulled in an awkward, you know, direction to where it's like, wait a minute. I hope she didn't think I was gonna chase her, and that you could feel that, like, oh, she want me to chase her or something. I ain't doing all that. That's the games and all that type of stuff that like I say, people be wanting attention, but then they don't want to. They're quick to tell you what what they gonna do and what they ain't gonna do, but they expect you to still do things as if they were your girl. Like, nah. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. What is your South Node, Palace? And like I say, with the whole pattern recognition situation, because that's what Pisces tends to attract, and at the same time they recognize it that everybody's lifestyle, personality has a pattern. So Pisces can come with several different types of illusions and also see your different illusions that you come with. So that's how Pisces is able to, pay attention to the pattern recognition within you. That's why you got to have all your nuts and bolts in place because the Pisces will remember your habits. That's why Pisces may, subconsciously tell themselves like you always do this shit. Like, they can do something for you or you ask for something and the Pisces would be like, okay, whether your mannerisms, the courtesy of, common courtesy to where you never say thank you, or the Pisces will literally tell themselves like, yo, see, you doing the shit again. Um, they could track your behavior cycles. They realize the same pattern just keeps repeating itself, and that gets old. A Pisces will also, compare the past lies that you told, and that's how a Pisces is able to familiarize. Okay, this is, you know, related to that same lie you told. Pisces also notice like routine changes. They notice if you start acting different suddenly. See, that's why I said with the Virgo, I peeped that, okay, we was talking every day. She was on the game and then nothing. See? So that's my cue that the energy shifted and people treat you how they feel about you. So if a person don't contact you, they don't like you. See, I said this yesterday in the live yesterday, and I think many of you were lost or just confused or just didn't understand what I was saying. When a person Listen, when a person is using you, they do not like you, bro. It ain't no other way to cut the cake. That is the way it is, bro. If I need you to help me with something, it means I don't like you, bro. People hate the mere fact that they have to use somebody to do something, bro. Do you think? See, that's why I say it's better to be hated than loved, bro. Because everything requires respect. The only way you get to crack a female is through her respecting you. She's not gonna give you no cootie cat if she don't respect you. See, it's like, see, this is why I say it's almost like this, y'all. If a person says, "I need you to wash my car," you work at a car wash. Hey man, I'm next, and whoopty whoop. You do my car next. They don't like you, bro. They hate you. Dude just wants you to wash his car and go about his business. He ain't trying to be your friend and all this extra shit. No, I'm gonna tell you, you can feel this shit on your job, bro. You working. You just another pair of hands, bro. Your boss talking about some, oh, okay, after you're done with that, we need you to come over here. And this man is not your friend, bro. This is a manager and he hates you. Cause I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why he hates you. He hates you because he needs you. Could you imagine working a job where you can't do it alone? Oh, I need somebody to do the dishes. Oh, I need somebody to do the deliveries. Oh, I need somebody to paint. Oh, I need somebody to do this. And you got to pay these people. And you got to look them in the face. You got to look in their face every day. And guess what stands out? The mere fact that you hate them. Could you imagine a person hire you to do painting for the company, cleaning? They don't like, listen, it's never personal. So the mere fact of them not liking you, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to hire you to wash the damn dishes and go home for the day. But if you were to ever ask them, hey, how do you feel about Andre, the dishwasher guy? Oh, I hate that son of a gun. I don't even want to talk about him. But he's not going to fire Andre because he's the dishwasher. He didn't hire him to be his friend. See? So anytime someone, you know, uses you or needs you for something, it's because they hate you, bro. So you got to look at this in a different perspective because that's the illusion that it gives is that, oh, this person is my friend. Oh man, damn, he needs my help again. Oh, he must like me. No, bro. You thinking it wrong, bro. People will use you until they have no use for you, bro. Oh, you were good because you were doing something quick. Oh, you're faster than Andre on the dishes. Oh, so we want you to come in Friday. We want you to come in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We rather have you because you work quicker. You make us look good. You ain't doing nothing for yourself. You pleasing these folks, and they don't like you because if they liked you or they respected you, they wouldn't have you doing that. They would put you on the same, playing ground level. It's almost like you would be their equal. You will have a manager job. You will have something that's worth something, some authority. But nope, if they just hire you for some little rink-a-dink, oh, you're gonna be you're gonna clean the piss up out the bathroom and shit out the toilet, and yeah, part time and $15 an hour, take it or leave it. They don't give a damn about you. See, that's why I say people are so emotional nowadays. They really open up to people because they hear the word, could you come in Friday? Could you do this? And I'm gonna tell you, you got to tell, like I said yesterday, you have to start telling people no. See, it's not even just when you want to do it. You must tell people no. It must be you must put gaps, in between you agreeing or disagreeing or saying no, not today or oh, because if you don't, people will learn to what? Not respect you. People do not respect somebody that always says yes, bro. Oh, just you might feel like you that person to go to because you care and oh, you give people a ride home every night. But the more you give a ride, the more you are available is the more people don't appreciate you. See, they don't appreciate you and they don't respect you, bro. See, they only respect the people that don't do the shit. You wonder why people that don't help nobody most of the time, they never get fucked with, bro. On jobs, they always having the same. Listen, I remember I used to work at Domino's, bro. And I remember there was this Virgo and he was young. He was like 18, he was I'm gonna tell you, the Pisces woman did him so dirty. She promoted him, but it wasn't really a promotion. What she did was she needed him to be, she needed him to help her. So she made it seem like, oh, you could be the assistant manager, right? Boom. Pay didn't change. This little kid thought he was, man, like he thought he was running some shit, but he was really being used. And guess what? The Pisces woman hated him. Why would somebody put you in a position and not raise your pay because she needed his help? And she didn't want him to know his value to the company. See, so she realized, oh, he's a fast worker. Oh, he knows how to talk to the customers and he shows up all the time. Oh, he'll be a good assistant with no extra pay though. I just need his help. See, I don't like him like that. See, and then all of a sudden, bro, he was working shifts. The Capricorn and Pisces leaving him at the job with his damn tail between his legs, and literally it was busy as hell, and the man was getting overwhelmed. One thing about Virgos, they get overwhelmed very easily. This man was huffing and puffing, tears coming down his eyes, because he didn't realize how busy Domino's gets, bro. To where at that location, it stayed busy, bro. As soon as the Pisces woman wasn't there to aid him, and the Capricorn man wasn't there to help him, he had a shift alone, and it was busy. Man, that man was crying, tears falling down his eyes, bro, because he was overwhelmed. He didn't have no help. Next you know, dog, he called the manager. Could you please come in? We're busy. I need help. I'm not even able to put the pizza. I'm not even able to make any more, dough and whoop de woo. Now, the Pisces woman that was the store manager, she was something else, bro. She did not play, bro. She literally like she said something in Spanish, bro, and she said, if you basically like told his ass like you either do the damn shit or you go home, bro, or you close the place down or whoop de woo. But hey, you know what she told him? You're the assistant. You're not even supposed to be calling me like on that type of timing, bro. Do you know this man slammed that damn pizza thing down on the floor and just man clocked out, went home, bro. Quit right on the spot. Boom. Then the Pisces woman let him come back, right? Just to clown his shit, bro. And then she told him to his face like, "You a crybaby. You couldn't handle the shift because it was busy." Bro, this man, she broke his spirit, bro, by what she said, bro. Because this man, that's why I told you, a Pisces woman, bro, can be nice if you find a nice one. But bro, if you go get you one of them piranhas, Brody, man, it'll hurt your feelings, bro. You will be always in your feelings, bro, crying and all kind of shit. Cause she was literally what she said to him. Tears just flushed down his face, bro. Just because she said she was just teasing him and joking him, just. But he thought, see, he thought that she loved him because she gave him, a false sense of authority. Okay, so it's almost like he's all puffed up. You know, how Virgos, they be thinking they doing something once they get a little authority. But she gave him a false sense of authority, so he really wasn't standing on nothing like he thought he was. Next, she her jokes were just like freaking like bombs just thrown at him to where she was like, "Oh, are you gonna need me tonight because you're not gonna be able to handle your shift? Or but you're the assistant manager. Even little Ricky is quicker than you." Like she started doing that, comparing him to like the cook. And I'm like, "Oh no, nah, you didn't win, bro." Everybody was laughing and shit because Rick, the little Ricky dude, was like quick and like he don't never, bro. This man don't never show no weakness, bro. Like it be busy and he rolling the dough, cooking all kind of shit, throwing it in the oven. Pizza's coming out beautiful. And this man ain't crying, asking for help, running around like his, tail between his legs like the Virgo. And she like, damn, little Ricky is quicker than you, and he ain't even an assistant. To where this man just started crying, bro. You know what? She had this man doing all the shit, like ass kissing type shit, bro. She had him running to Starbucks, to get her, lattes and shit. Like, oh, you want to go get our lunch for today? Okay, because we want latte for me, and then she literally telling this little dude to go, taking advantage of him, like telling him like go to Starbucks and get me two latte me and such and such and bring it right back. Hurry up, hurry up. This man he literally get to going, bro. Get like he literally listen to her. He really hurrying up. See. Next thing you know, he come back with the little holder with the drinks, and he was doing this every single shift, bro. That I saw him, like we worked. If I worked a shift with him, he was doing this. He was like her little stooge. So that's why I know, like, she really hated him, bro. It wasn't no respect. She was just using him until she had no use for him, bro. Once he broke down and he couldn't handle it, bro, she fired his ass, bro. Didn't give two fucks, bro. I'm like, damn. Like, I thought if the dude goes to Starbucks for you, you'll cut him some slack. No. Like, I'll say this, one thing about being nice is it's bad when you use it incorrectly. See, you can't just be nice off the rip, bro. Nah. You don't have to be mean either, but you cannot be nice, if anything. Because being nice, what I mean by being nice is you doing things like favors without even knowing the person. You just, giving up empathy, passing it out like trick or treat candy. It's almost like you don't even know these people. You don't even know if you're going to even be working there for another week. You just started. Why are you being so nice? See? Only to be hurt. See, usually the first one hurt in the worst way. But people don't respect nice. That's the thing what I'm basically trying to mention here. Is that you cannot do nothing too quick, bro. That's just like you meet somebody and they ask for something. Don't be like, oh, see, you're wired to think you have to do stuff in order to be liked. We call that validation. We call that people pleasing. You cannot do this, bro. If they ask you, hey, let's say it's your first day of work, right? And then next thing you know, you end up meeting, maybe it's somebody that, they're choosing to talk to you, and then boom, they ask you for a ride. They ask you for a ride home. Boom. You don't know them though. You were just working with them and whoop de woo. And now all of a sudden, such, hey, you think you can give me a ride home? We both get off at the same time today and just wanted to ask. I will purposely say no. See, because doing so, it sets the boundary, and it's okay. You don't know this person. It was you. You didn't sign up for this. He asked you. See, he put you on the spot, even if he didn't. But if you put it like this, things would be different if you would have said, "Oh yeah, I'll take you, right? Oh, you don't have to give me no gas. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll do it, right?" Now this person is going to use you. You set yourself up to be used, bro. That easy, that quick, bro. No resistance, no pullback. Now this person looks at you as being easy, no respect. So the next time, what's the name or whatever his name is, he's like, yo, oh, am I ride with you tonight? Now he's not even asking. Now he's just deliberately just like telling you what to do. Hey, see, me and you we're getting off at the same time, so the same thing that we ran it, let's run it back, the situation, I'm right down the street, so I ride with you. Cool. It's like he's trying to make it seem like he's asking, but he's not. Basically, he's telling you what to do because you basically didn't ask for gas. You didn't, no boundary. No boundary means, oh, I could just push this door open and push you to do things for me. I don't even have to ask because, oh, just a little push makes you, oh, okay, no gas, no nothing. Use me, right? Now, the first time you did it, this person hated you subconsciously. Because here's the thing, people really hate nice people, bro. Because listen, after they get all this free stuff from you, they start to say to themselves, oh, what a pushover, what a, what a doormat. To where now they're not respecting you, bro. They're not even saying thank you anymore. They're treating you like they hate you, bro. They just walk up in your car, spilling coffee and shit, not even saying, hey, let me wipe it up. Oh, my bad. Oh, my, damn. And then, now they don't respect your things, your belongings. They do whatever the hell they want to do because they hate you, bro, because they're using you. Oh, guarantee you, look, once I'm going to tell you another thing. Once you wake up and you put your foot down, say, no, not today. After you've been doing it every other day, now the person has no use for you anymore. They stop talking to you. See? And then it's like that could have been you could have cut the chase and got to that point by just cutting it off from the beginning. See? It's like the person asks you one time, you say no, boom, right? The next time they ask, say no, boom, right? The third time they ask, oh yeah, if you give me, $20 of gas would be nice. Yeah, I could take you. Oh no, that's too much. I mean, well, hey, this is me taking my time aside to help you out. See? And I don't want to use you because I don't want your money. But if you're gonna be in my shit with the heat on and all this, these little electronic, hey, I paid the note, all this extra shit that you don't have to pay for. You want to ride for me? That's my price. You don't want to pay the $20? Cool. Find somebody else to take you then. See, you doing that, you set the boundary. Now this person knows they looking your way, they got to pay that $20. And they ain't no way around it. Nope. You're standing on $20. See? That keeps you from getting used. See? And it makes people respect you because now they see, oh, I can't just oh, I just can't make this person do something for me. You see? So it's like, oh, even if a person pushes you where they're like being, pushy about it. Because remember, I told you, people will anchor, like, people will anchor you if you let them, where they'll leave things in your car on purpose just so they can get a ride or get a foot in the door to where, oh, I believe I left my charger in your car. And then you get to the car, and they're like, oh, You think you could take me to McDonald's really quick? I haven't had lunch yet. And it's like, bro, now they trying to put their life like it's above yours. Like you ain't got shit to do, bro. See? So another thing is you said it going on Machiavelli. Yeah, I do practice Machiavellianism or whatever, however you say it. Like I do believe in Machiavelli ways and whatnot. Now hold on, y'all. And the only reason I use Machiavelli, I'll use Machiavelli like strategies, like even aside from the content that I give y'all, because this channel is not about that. But like I use that for like my everyday, the way I live and the way the way I move. Because like Machiavelli, bro, that man's smart, bro, super just genius, bro. Like everything he says, bro, is facts, bro. Like he tell you how to handle everything, bro, how to move like a boss, bro. And it literally everything that even I even like stoicism too. I believe in stoicism, but Machiavelli, I follow everything bro be talking about. Because you gotta understand, like he figured it out. He did the analyzing already. And he just telling you how to move to be, to get respect. Like, and it's true. Like, to me, that's why I say, like, you gotta be built like a fort, bro. You gotta be built like a fort mentally, physically, and like, the battle starts in your mind anyway. So it's almost like you gotta be able to maneuver in such a way. Like, I had a friend, we in the Discord, the Discord app, we sitting up there going back and forth. I asked this man, like, yo, can I get a high rank as an admin? He's like, entry level, you gotta be support first. I talked about this yesterday in the live. Long story short, he denied it and said, "Oh, who do you think you are? Like, you can't just come in here and get, admin off the top. Like you got to work towards it." And then me, I'm like, "Okay, well, you supposed to be my friend. Now I see how much of a friend I am to you. See, where you won't put me in a spot that's actually beneficial to me. Because why would I join this server? I got my own server. Why would I join y'all server too, and then have the low rank in as far as the staff is concerned?" And I told him no. But I no, actually I didn't tell him no. I just left. I just left his server. Didn't even give him closure. I just left. And that's what Machiavelli talks about in regards to withdrawal. See, like you're never supposed to like tell somebody you're leaving and you hear something that you don't agree with, you just leave. No closure. You don't owe these people nothing. See? And then what that does is 9 times out of 10, if they value you, they will put you in the spot that you demanded. If not, they were only trying to use you anyway. And they, as I said, if they wanted to use me, they hated me all along. See, because people listen. Why am I saying? I know it sounds like bad when I say it like that, but it's the truth. And if you ever notice, everybody that has used you, everybody's been used before. Everybody that's used, where are these people today? They're nowhere to be found, right? Because they got what they wanted, which means they didn't like you. They were just using you. Why do you think people rip people off? Like, why would a person take your things from you and run off, right? So it's almost like they were only there for that one purpose, and then once they get what they want, they're gone. Boom. So that's why I said they don't like you, right? Now, another thing is uh, Pisces tend to recognize manipulation because what what comes before manipulation? Gaslighting. See, usually gaslighting hits first before manipulation even starts. But you notice that manipulation needs an attachment. You can't just use manipulation without something to hook it to, see, or hook it from, because that's the how the person plays with the strings. See, not only do they play with the strings behind your back, but a lot of times is that they have to get you to react in such a way that pulls you or moves you. Because manipulation really is about controlling somebody, making them do what you want to do, making them do what you want them to do at the expense of them. See, so it's almost like, yeah, you making me look good by me making you do some things that they might not necessarily want to do, so they use you to do it. Um, Another thing, and why I say this is because let's say a person wants you to help them with something, right? Now, this is why you have to be extremely careful with the help that a person is asking for, right? Because people will try to take advantage. So if you say, "Oh, the person asked you to help them with their homework," boom, right? And let's say it's not your kids. Let's say it's somebody that maybe you babysit somebody up, somebody that's not your kid is asking you to do something, asking you for help. Now, the thing about it is this: if you help them, you got to be careful. You have to announce that, hey, help with your homework, maybe a few problems, and that's it. But if you don't say it like that, a person will try to take your help and some more too. They'll try to get more out of you because you didn't set any boundaries. So if you don't set any type of limits where, hey, I'll help you with a few problems on your math homework, and you don't state that, bro, a person might want you to help them with math, English, spelling, social studies, history, all these other subjects. It's like, damn, I ain't signed up for this. And now the person is using you to help them with their homework. See that? And the minute you say, you know what, I really gotta go. I can't do any, I can't do anymore. We can continue on, tomorrow. You wonder why the person has an attitude. See, well, I really was trying to get it done today. They start to push. Well, I really was trying to get it done today. Like, could you just do it now? See that? It's like no respect. That person said, hey, I'm done for, hey, I got to go. And the person is still, they ain't trying to hear you, see? Because they need to use you. See? Now, and how do I know this to be true, bro? It ain't just me. I've witnessed this so many times. There was a grass cutting boy that would go door to door in the neighborhood, asking to, mow the lawn. And in winter, he'll ask to shovel, right? And he had his little business where he'll do the front and back for $20, right? Boom. Now, he had a little sugar in his tank, right? So that was already kind of counted against him with, in regards to certain people. Now, at my mother's house at the time, that boy came to our door, even when we told him no, no, thank you. He still would bring his lawnmower, his riding lawnmower anyway. Like, oh, I'm gonna make y'all accept my services. So one time he brought his riding lawnmower, over to the house. He literally, had it on the lawn like he was gonna do it, and then he comes to the door, knock, knock, knock. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He like, oh, you guys need your grass cut? He said, your grass getting kind of high. Like, I got my lawnmower outside. Like, I can go ahead and, knock it out for you for $20. And then I looked at him with that stare, that Scorpio stare. I just looked at him like, bro. And I had to say, I probably hurt this little kid's feelings, but I had to because he's being manipulative. See, he purposely look. He purposely put his lawnmower on our lawn so to make us feel obligated to make him, oh, fine, let him do it. I refuse. I stood on no. I said, you know what? Take that damn lawnmower off our lawn for one thing. I told your ass no. Don't ask me again. See, he just turned around, got on his lawnmower, and went to chucking away. I said, bro, you can't. That ain't good service, bro. You sitting here bragging about your business, but that's not good business when you keep on, customer, your neighbor telling you no, and then you just gonna come back and put your shit on the lawn like, bro, I said no, bro. Like, no means no. I don't give a damn. You could take all your damn grass cutting tools, put them all on the goddamn lawn, spread it out, and guess what? The answer is still no. You got to reinforce your boundaries when people try to overstep them, because it could be an old lady that can get taken advantage of by what he did. And that's what pissed me off. I'm getting pissed off for the old lady or somebody that he might try to use their manipulative behavior on. Because I saw right through it. So think about it. If a person got all their shit in your yard, it's like, oh, it makes you feel pressure to force to say yes, to where it's not, that person's not trying to give you a choice or an option to do so. It's like they're trying to rob you for that, that alone, to where, oh, I have the right to say no, but damn, you're trying to make me, force me to say yes because you got all your shit in the yard. Like you trying to take up space. That man, I don't know, that little boy did not like my ass because I went out there and told him, like, yo, it ain't gonna, nah, bro. I'll do it myself when I feel like it. Looking at him, I could tell he was just looking like, but I already got my lawn. See, them sometimes kids, they be thinking they so slick and so smart. And when he said, oh, I already got my lawnmower outside. So, and guess what? You still ain't cutting the grass. No, I said no. It's like you got to be careful because people will try to force you, bro. If they using you to make a quick little $20, they will already have, the whole thing. It's like a whole thing strategy planned out. See, and I'm sure maybe his granddaddy or somebody told him to do that. Like, oh, son, if you're not getting any business, what you got to do is you take all your shit and you spread it all over their goddamn lawn, and then you say, yo, I got all my shit outside, and hey, I can knock it out for $20. I get it done in a jiffy, bro. Your granddaddy lied to you, bro, because listen, that is only gonna work on certain people, bro. But it's like some people, the more you try to, the desperate, like when you become desperate for anything, people really can see it, bro. Like you can really see how good your business is because what you're supposed to do, you're not supposed to be like Spectrum and then just sitting up there, getting upset because you're not getting commission sales. You gotta leave. So yeah, that's something to that's a little crazy at times. Okay, let me see. Go Diego, go, welcome. Say real, you on point. One thing as a Pisces, we gotta learn to stay. Oh, you said we gotta learn to say no, but we don't be wanting to hurt nobody's feelings for real. But I'd be like, damn, I said no. Um, that's the trap though. Okay, so we call the okay. Now, if you don't listen, if you don't set boundaries, okay, that's what we call a Pisces. What you just said that sets that dissolves all boundaries. See, because of what you said, because of empathy. See, empathy gets us in trouble when we misuse it. Remember, I said yesterday, empathy is only supposed to be used when somebody's in pain, bro. When somebody's actually sad, when somebody's actually going through something, you can clearly see that before your eyes, right? But if nobody's hurt, don't use it. See? If nobody you can actually see is physically hurt, don't use it because it'll work against you. So you have to set boundaries because Pisces automatically is a healer. See, is a healer and an executioner because of your duality presence. You automatically feel like you should help people, even when they don't need any help. So that's the thing. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, you have to say no. You got to work against your empathy. See, it's like to not misuse it. You have to. As soon as you feel like you want to do something, that's when you got to give the cold no. You see what they're going. You know what? I can't do it, bro. Not this ain't a good day. No, I can't do it. Boom. End of story. And then just move on from it. Don't you don't owe anybody an explanation of why you don't want to do it. You don't even have to not feel like it. If you just know, even if you ain't thought about doing it, even if you got the means, you don't have to, bro. You just tell a person no. If a person can't respect your no, they will not respect your yes either. See, it's almost like yes and no. If a person, even if you was to switch up and say yes after saying no and they had an attitude when you said no, bro, they still gonna have an attitude. Nothing changes, bro, just because you break down and do it. Now, the reason why, like I say, Pisces being connected to everyone in every situation in regards to the environment. You just can't afford to just by that alone, it's so easy for you to be used by other people because people can feel the powerful thing that's crazy about it. People can feel who will say yes and who will say no. See, people can feel when you have no boundaries. They know when you then left your front door open. What does the front door open do? What is it symbolic to? Meaning what? A person could just push their way through and the door opens. See, if a person tries to open the front door that's locked, that means there's resistance there. See, you're not really just willy nilly just doing shit when they feel that door is locked and it's got resistance. Like, I can't just you know I just can't bum rush through here and have my way with this situation. I can't just break in and get something. They realize, it's locked. That means a boundary has been set. See, that person don't know your code to dissolve it, so they like, now they got to please and thank you. See, may I have some milk? Can I come over? They have to ask because they can see and feel those boundaries, bro. They know, I can't run my little game with this person because I can see everything's locked up. They have a wall up. You must have a wall up, bro. You should not let nobody squeeze their ass, between nothing or to be able to climb your wall, bro, and get over. See how that metaphor? You should have a wall so nobody gets over on you, bro. It's cold blooded. People will get over on you if you don't have a wall up, bro. No boundaries means take advantage. See, a person don't gotta know you to take advantage of you because if put it like this, if they don't if they gonna use you, they don't like you anyway. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If they gonna use you, they do not like you anyway. So why do they have to know you? If you still don't believe me, a person could take Route 12 bus home every goddamn day, right? And they hate the bus driver. The bus driver didn't do shit to them. He's just doing his job because they need that bus to get to work, back and forth. They hate it, but they need it. So they hate the bus driver because it's, oh, I need you. I can't just see, I need you to where I cannot make a decision knowing I feel like this. See, knowing I need you, that's what kills people. Like, it's like a pride thing to where, oh, knowing I need, knowing I ain't got no damn car and I got to ask you for a ride, they gonna hate you, bro. Of course they gonna, cause they got to use you to get a ride from. It's almost like, look, they can't make a decision about it. See, it's like they can't just say, oh, I don't need you, I don't need no ride from you. I don't like you, I don't even like you. You know, oh, they can't make no decisions when they need you. That's like your kids. Your kids use you because you're their parents. Oh, leave it up to them. If they had their own shit, they won't even talk to you. It's cold blooded. As long as they need you to take them to football practice. How else they gonna get there? So now they realize, oh damn, yeah, yeah. Ask your grandfather to take you to football practice. The kid might not. He might hate his grandfather, brother. He will hate him if he just gotta use him to get to damn football practice every day. He don't talk. He don't even talk to his grandfather any other time. Yeah, you need a ride to the football game today? Oh, yeah, you need a ride. Yeah, just take us up here and then drop us off because I'm going to meet David at the gas station. All right, all right, all right. Well, as soon as he get to his destination, bro, he can't wait to bolt out the goddamn door. Oh, shit. Yeah, man, man, whew, glad to get out of there, dude. That guy's old as shit, bro. What's up, David? Yeah, yeah. So he don't give a shit about his grandfather, even though that's his ride to his football practices, Brody. He don't like his grandfather, see, because he can't make a decision, bro. He can't say, "Oh, I don't need my grandfather." That's the whole simple thing. To keep that in mind, bro. He can't make a decision and say, "Oh," he can't say that he don't need him. That's why he's mad. That's why he don't like him, because he needs him. It's cold. It's cold blooded, y'all. I bet y'all learned something new from me today. Y'all probably like, how the hell he be knowing all this shit, bro? I'm telling you, bro. Like, bro, you got to pay attention, bro. Like, don't go off of the way you're conditioned to know things, bro. You have to really study people, bro. And then you start seeing it for what it really is. Like, damn. Remember I said the illusion is always present, bro. The illusion always makes you think some shit is always rigged or some shit is always the same way traditionally as Papa, grandma told me. And no, bro, things have changed, bro. It's 2026, bro. It's not 6-7, bro. Everything has changed, bro. And it's gonna come a point where you ain't gonna even be able to use a dollar bill, bro. That's gonna be out of there to where you're gonna have to have a different form of payment of how you pay for stuff. That's gonna blow people's mind that was raised on dollar bills and money and physical cash where you can hold it. People gonna be messed up behind that, see? And that's the thing. When you are conditioned to believe that, oh, this person always asking me for stuff, I'm gonna give you the sauce. Why do you think people always ask you for help out of everybody else? Because they don't respect you, bro. It's cold blooded. You thinking that they your friend. You thinking they like you because they always calling your name, calling your goddamn phone, asking for something, bro. No, they just realize that they can walk all over you. That's why they keep calling. See, you saving them $20, $50, $60. They just using you. They don't like you. They don't like you at all. Because of what? They can't make a decision to not see, to not take, to not get your help, to not use you. They cannot make the decision and say, you know what? F such and such. I don't need him to take me to work. They can't say that. See? So they get pissed off. Because it's like, damn, let's say a person has a whole different personality than you. Let's say they look at themselves as being a roughneck, gangbanger type dude, thug, get up in the car, and he see you looking normal. It's like he need a ride from you, but you ain't nothing like him. Y'all ain't got shit in common. But he realizes that I got to get to work. Hey, man, this is who got to take me. Can't take myself. And even though I don't want this person's help, I still need their help. And that right there, not being able to make a decision as a man, bro, in that position like that. Now do you see what I'm saying? They don't like you, bro, because they need you. It's cold blooded, bro. It's almost like if he had a car, what would he be saying to you? Man, get the hell out of here, you lame ass. See, it's like, oh, they would shit on you. If he had a car, he will literally cut you off, and you'll be the first person he cuts off. Man, people show their true colors too. That's why they show their true colors when they come up, because now they can make decisions. Oh, you got a house now? Now they get the mother effer, get out. I ain't talking to you. Such and such, get your shit. Oh, now they popping it now because now they don't need you anymore. See how they act beside themselves because they don't need you anymore. Like, could you imagine your son? For those of you that got kids, your son or your daughter move out. They ain't saying a goddamn thing slick because they still depending on you. They still using you as a place to stay. We'll do right. They get their own spot. Now your daughter talking shit. Your daughter didn't. Hey, she popping it. She got her place now. Oh, I'll hell with you. Telling you what she ain't gonna do. Might not even have said thank you. Storm off, get in the car, drive off. You like, wait a minute. I know Brittany done lost her goddamn mind. You ain't gonna say thank you or nothing to me. You just gonna walk out. And that's how she been feeling the whole time, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Do not ignore this, bro. It's facts, bro. And that's why I tell people, like, how people really feel is what you can't see, bro. Let that sink in. How people really feel is what you can't see. See, a person can hate you and never tell you, bro. Or they could be in your face every fucking day. They could be with you, hang with you, talk to you, chop it up with you, go to the club with them, and guess what? They hate you. You got to find out what they're using you for. Because look, a real friend don't need you for shit, and they still come around because they want to. See how they made a decision? Oh, they're choosing to be with you. They're choosing to be your friend. They don't need you for shit. So if you find a friend that only comes around when, oh, this is going on, or there's food, a situation where they can use you, they do not like you, bro. And those, you got to keep your grass cut because those are the snakes. See? Because they're only around you because they're using you for something. And it could be, even if it ain't a ride, it could be the fact that you got females all the time. Let's say you always throwing a party. They want a party. Maybe you always got some shit to smoke on every time, It could be anything. You have to find out what they're using you for. See? Because they not going to keep it real, bro. They're not going to tell you, oh, yeah, I'm just hanging with you because you got hoes. They're not going to say that, bro. So, and that's why I'm gonna tell you when you're born, that's why you have to set boundaries and set limits, bro. You must do it. Because look, remember, if a person if a person uses you, bro, automatically they don't like you. So keep when I why I keep saying that is because that's why you gotta set the boundaries and the limits up front. Say no to avoid that shit. Because even like I say, it's either that or you charge them. Hey man, $20. And they don't do it, no ride. Telling you, man. Now, another thing is this. Um, okay, so a Pisces also can read your intentions. They can tell if you're moving funny. They can analyze your consistency about how much or just, how much effort that you put forth when you are around them so they can, realize you're not steady. Uh, and this is why I be saying, bro, Pisces be seeing everything, bro. They be noticing everything. They don't miss shit, bro. They can realize if they can, what's crazy? A Pisces can tell if you haven't showered. They can tell if you're dirty, like the way you carry yourself. Probably some of y'all Pisces probably think I'm dirty. Y'all probably like, look at his nose. He all wait, he's filthy, dirty. Don't look like he washed up. Like, man, look, man, I told y'all the situation with my nose already. Told y'all I tried to get them blackheads out of my nose, and I squeezed my nose too goddamn hard, and then I ended up messing up the color of my nose because I kept picking the goddamn scab. Okay, when it heals, it itches. So yeah, another thing is let me see. Now here's a big one. Pisces also they can detect deception. See, so they know. I'm gonna tell you how to do this. The way to detect deception is by noticing what the energy mismatch. Soon as you feel the energy shifting that occurs, that means you're dealing with deception. That's why I said that deception is it. Put it like this: deception is considered it's related to the facade, bro. See, and here's the thing: the facade and deception, or if you want to look at them as being separate or the same, it cannot survive around an illusion, bro. It just can't, because the illusion will always uncover. See, it will always uncover what the truth is within the person that's putting up the facade. See, now a Pisces may also build full narratives, okay, where they start to solve a person's story before it's told. So the minute you tell it, a Pisces already done figured out what's going on. See, they already know who's at fault. They already know who's involved, but they they have already solved it already. See, but you don't know this. So when you start to tell them a bullshit story, they already know, oh, you full of it, like, because they already figured it out. See, now another thing about Pisces is that they're truth seekers. They like, they value a person being transparent, honest, because the truth, it matters more than comfort. Like, even if a Pisces, you bring a Pisces down to their knees with some type of, some type of truth, they will respect you more than you just merely trying to make them feel comfortable. See, a Pisces will also question everything, nothing taken at face value, because a Pisces just simply just doesn't trust the facade, doesn't trust deception. See, as a Pisces knows, just going off your facial expressions, a person could give fake smiles. They can, fake nice.
They can do all those things. See, when you're just going off of your eyes, see, that's why I say when you just going off of perception, you will be highly deceived, bro. More than likely. Now, I'm gonna tell you, a Pisces doesn't test your loyalty because that's just an illusion, right? But what a Pisces will test is your trust. It's cold blooded. See, a Pisces will be like this. Forget about loyalty. See, I need to see if you trust me because trust is a reflection of what? It's a reflection of how you really feel about me. And if you don't trust me, you damn sure is not my friend. You damn sure is all the shit you say is BS. Because look, if you don't trust somebody, that means that you were never loyal to them to begin with, bro. That's why a Pisces will test the trust. A Pisces be like, damn, do you trust me? If the person hesitate or they be like, I don't trust nobody. A Pisces be like, nah, see, you ain't even being consistent by saying that. See, because if you rocking with me every day and then I say, do you trust me? And you hesitate like that, it shows inconsistencies. See, that's why when a Pisces come around a Gemini, they can literally feel everything that Gemini does, and it literally is like unbelievable because a Pisces picks up on every single lie that's told from Gemini, all the inconsistencies to the point where a Pisces will literally look at Gemini and literally just dip. It's like, oh, how are you doing? I'm gonna tell you, a Pisces won't even, stay long to the point where they'll once they find out this person is a Gemini for one, they're done. They're long and gone. Nice to meet you, and then out of there. And here's the thing: how to tell whether or not a person is solid or fake. Then that's when you will analyze their loyalty. See, it's not about how long we've been cool. That doesn't determine whether or not you've been loyal. It's not the duration of time. See, what it is to determine whether or not you've been solid is that have you been there for me? See, how many times can I remember you've helped me or done something for me that hey, I didn't have to ask you to do. See, it's like, oh, you just came through. That's loyalty even through thick and thin, right? Now, a Pisces will observe others, but they do it quietly. Why? Because in silence, you're able to pay attention to everything. See, everything that move requires silence to be. You can't even listen. You can't do a thorough observation without silence. See, everything has to be quiet in order for a Pisces to be able to watch everything. Now, another thing, a Pisces doesn't forget lies. As I mentioned, those lies get stored forever. It's almost like a Pisces stores them in a vault inside inside of them. Okay. Now, if a Pisces has, different stories and narratives, a Pisces may, want to verify those stories. So then a Pisces will start to cross-check the info, see, to make sure that the story adds up. Now, if you deliver or communicate, and it could be verbally, it could be just your actions in itself. If you show any inconsistencies, a Pisces is going to challenge them. That's why I'm gonna tell you, a Pisces wouldn't even do it aggressively. A Pisces would do it politely. See, and that's the thing. You you don't even realize a Pisces is challenging your inconsistencies. Even a Gemini doesn't. See, they wouldn't even they won't even think that the Pisces will even do such a thing. Now, a Pisces will trust their intuition over words regarding what you say, because I'm gonna tell you, what do you think a Pisces values most? Their gut feeling over what? Excuses. See? Now, a Pisces also may expose the truth indirectly. Like I say, they ask questions and I'm going to tell you, the angle. See, I always tell people with Pisces, the way they ask questions is like on different angles, okay? They don't just ask you indirect or direct questions like other signs, right? But what Pisces tend to do is they ask you questions that you cannot dodge, bro. That's cold blooded. They'll ask a question that doesn't even require an answer. They'll play a game that actually doesn't what involve a winner. And little do you know, when you play a game with a Pisces and there wasn't a winner, it was only what to expose you or your intentions. That was the nature of the game. Then the joke's on you. See, you will never know how to play a Pisces game. See, now another thing a Pisces tend to do, they connect emotional truths together. Okay, so they can feel what's real and what's false. They don't rush judgment. They feel what's I mean, no, they don't rush judgment, but this is the thing. They can think about the whole situation the whole time. See? They don't need to rush it. They could gather evidence and just mentally just stack up the proof until the opportune time to release it. They can analyze reactions to the truth. But I'm gonna tell you, the reason why a Pisces would do this is because as soon as a Pisces start to analyze the whole reactions to the truth, that's when people panic. See, Pisces be looking for your facial expression then, see, because how you respond to something, how you respond to the truth being told, a Pisces is gonna be looking at your face to see that panic, see, where you start fidgeting, moving around. Why is this? Because Pisces, they detect guilt, see, and I'm gonna tell you what gives the guilt away is your energy, bro. Your energy changes once you become guilty, bro. You don't act the same. See, another thing is a Pisces can stay silent while thinking, and then all of a sudden you might think that the Pisces is clueless, but the whole time they not. See, they paying more attention to you than you may think. Now, a Pisces may also confirm suspicions that they have about, this doesn't mean that they're paranoid about something you've done, but hey, they will confirm the suspicions that they feel, or that it could be a hunch, it could be anything, because everything will line up, okay? And now here's the thing, what people they don't give Pisces enough credit for is that they call it out when they're ready. So it's almost like, think about a detective, let's say, when somebody has dirt on you, they wait to an opportune time, but this is the difference. They got receipts. See, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times you may often hear Pisces say this often, that they already knew. I already did. Already is like, that should be another one of Pisces like legendary words that's used often. Is I already knew. I already, told you. It's like already, already, already. Okay. What this truly means is that you finally just confirmed it now. So when it comes to um a scenario, I want to just get y'all real quick is like this. If a person, if you in a situation, let's say a person, lies to you, they like, yo, I fell asleep and that's why I didn't text you back. See, what do you think a Pisces will be thinking when you tell that lie, bro? I'm gonna tell you, because some people think Pisces is like dumb, like you think a Pisces, but I'm gonna tell you, see, a Pisces in their mind, this is what they'll be thinking. They'll say to themselves, like, you was active online at 2 a.m. You said you had coffee late. Your tone was different today, and you replied too fast just now. See? So a Pisces might be like, oh, okay. But here's the thing, what you fail to realize. See, internally, the Pisces has already solved the case, and the story that you just told, the lie, is rejected, bro. And this is the difference. No closure. So this is why your Pisces just dips, don't come back, or you won't hear from them no more. They didn't caught you lying. They didn't caught you doing something. See? So that's something to, always remember. Let me see. Diego said, appreciate the 100. Welcome, Anton. Um, I ain't seen you in a minute, Brody. Said, yup, also burglary is Pisces too. Uh, when you burglarize someone's place, that's breaking the boundary. Look at Richard Ramirez, a double Pisces. He burglarized apartments to feed his addiction. Yeah, see, with me, I ain't never done nothing like that. I ain't done no burglaries, but like me, it's like I can feel like I don't know why I do it, and I need to stop. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, cause I ain't finna be no damn thief, forever. But it's like I didn't start doing this until I started just really just just fucking around. Like, I wasn't really like saying, waking up saying, yeah, I'm finna go do this. I never really think about it. It's always this impulse of me just going into, a place, and then I just start randomly just doing stuff. But it just kind of be like, but I could tell. Here's the problem. See, us Pisces, we have big egos, okay? And sometimes like we're very, very egotistical when it comes to things about being like in a situation and not getting caught. See, it's like people don't understand this about Pisces. Is like that's why like Richard Ramirez and John Wayne Gacy are perfect examples of this, because it's almost like they were challenging their own selves with how many, looking at the body count, like, oh, how many bodies can I get, before I get caught. And that's where their ego was. And the problem is people thinking that it's some type of mental stress or mental illness. No. John Wayne Gacy, Richard Ramirez, those heinous acts were done with their ego, bro. That's how dangerous a Pisces ego is. Because it might be something that's real, like bizarre, real, just crazy. Like it could be a man, a woman can really just have, you know, it's tied to their fantasy as well. A Pisces can have a fantasy about how many people they could sleep with, and not even have bad intentions about it. Just wanting to see how many people they could sleep with, and it could be something where the Pisces fantasizes, and it's at its extreme to where they can really start to become Ron Jeremy. They can shapeshift to where they become Ron Jeremy, and they just start sleeping with folks just like boom, because they can manifest things as they see it. See, it's like they could just say something and then boom, they can just start doing it. And it's like you have to stop yourself, man, because like I say, you can really get caught up in it to where you just start to let your ego just take over. So Pisces that go around saying, I don't have an ego. And yes, you do. Every Pisces has an ego. And it's like I say, people just don't understand it because like uh it comes in different forms. Like I say, when it comes to John Wayne Gacy, what do you think his ego was? How do you think his ego manifests? Like I say, you gotta understand, because a Pisces can be. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so how do you know that it could be the ego at hand? Okay, when it comes to a Pisces doing some crazy shit, right? It's because of the imagination, bro. See, a Pisces can really create some shit, bringing it. Neptune. See, Neptune brings something that's like of what something that of basically, if when Pisces creates something, it come out of nowhere with it, boom, and then it's like they could put the idea together according to their imagination, and then boom, they invent something that's never been done before. So that's why Pisces could be like undefeated, have multiple damn bodies on top of bodies, like just sitting on them shits to where you don't even know that they have this going on, because it's like that's what Neptune does. It's like everything is in the fog. The illusions cover up all the hidden things of which that Pisces, is sitting on. It's everything is deep, deep, deep rooted in that Pisces. What I'm saying is this. See, a Pisces can just silently just build up like tension, okay? Pressure. And then it has to let it out. But a Pisces don't react immediately. So that's why a Pisces can like literally smile in your face and then go kill somebody, bro. To where you won't even know, like, damn, bro, that's so extreme. Like you went from normal to extreme. See? And it's like people might ask themselves, how is that done? Because it's a dual sign, bro. See, one sign has the mannerisms of a representative, bro. The other don't give a fuck, bro. See, the problem is one fish is it's almost like down to earth, like, actually on the surface of things. And so it communicates that way. The other fish is that Pisces ego, bro. See, and I always tell people going downhill is the ego. You lose the battle when you operate out of your ego, because why? That's where your emotions are suppressed. See, then when you bottle things up until it explodes, then what do? It's a chemical reaction that happens. Then it makes you want to go and do something. But when you do something with that motivation and that energy, you create something, bro. Even if you're doing something bad. See, it's almost like when you get like super, just like, you just get like, you bottle up something, you shake it, it busts, right? It's like explode everywhere. That's what happened to a Pisces, bro. When you don't like work out, have something to do to control yourself, bro. Because then you could just like, your emotions are like a damn storm, bro. So you could really just like my situation, walk into a store and just steal everything. And then you leave and then you don't even know why you just did that, bro. It's because you just, the tension, bro, you feel something and you just literally like let it out. And in this rage, you just do something that's just super, super like unrealistic, just something that normal people just don't even do. And that shows that you just, you're showing out. That's your ego. You're showing out. You see? And that's why I tell every Pisces has an ego, because you know what you can do when you get to that point. See? So let's say a Pisces could be, like I say, smiling in your face and then become distant later, then disappear altogether. It's cold-blooded. See, that one thing led to another, then it's like alakazam, boom, gone, right? Um, Now with that emotional suppression, like I say, that's bottling everything up till it explodes. So a Pisces could be like, oh, I'm fine for weeks. Suddenly just blow up over something small and just everybody just catch a knife to the, you know what. See, now a Pisces may also experience a victim mindset loop. So they can see themselves as, the one that's hurt, even if both sides messed up. They can feel like they got the shit end of the stick. They may feel like just nobody understands me, and that could be a victim approach to the situation. And then sometimes you just got, Pisces likes to entertain but themselves even more. Pisces looks at the things that they do in third person. See, it's like, oh, they can crack themselves up with something that they've done, and even if it was bad or good, they're like, yo, that was fun or something. Um, Now sometimes a Pisces may not fix things. They may just simply want to escape. Okay. They might avoid the conflict because ghosting, it feels better than talking it out. Um, Now I'm gonna talk about the thing with John Wayne Gacy real quick, because people don't know this about John Wayne Gacy. Let me see. Cause I ain't gonna lie, who y'all thought was worse? Who did the worst shit between the two? Now, see, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all real quick. Okay. Now, with John Wayne Gacy, this is the illusion, bro. See, his ego needed public admiration, all right? Because the man, like I say, on the surface, the man worked hard to be seen as normal. That's why he put on the damn clown, outfit. He really wanted everybody to believe he was normal. That's why they say that Pennywise was a Pisces, bro. because it's almost like if you really trying to make everybody think you a nice person or like, oh, you're this, successful person, it's like that lets you know that the ego is present because it's trying to, get everybody to believe something because it's getting ready to do something. See, another thing is he had that whole double life mentality, okay? Just here's the thing, this is how Pisces can be. Outwardly friendly, see? Outwardly helpful, outwardly a clown, right? That now this is him drawing the illusion. He wanted everybody who saw him to think he was something else. It's cold-blooded, see? But here's the thing, the hidden, what you can't see is even worse. Total opposite what you can't see. It's it's in the dark for a reason. See? So the hidden side of John Wayne Gacy that nobody got to see was the violence. See, the violence that he's capable of doing. And guess what? All of this, one thing that people didn't know that he had was controlled behavior, bro. He could turn it on, turn it off, bro. He knew how to kill. He knew how to murk something and then change his clothes and put that clown outfit on because he knew the illusion, bro. If he just murked somebody, then walk into McDonald's and have lunch where his victims hang out at, come on, bro. He put that clown uniform on, bro. You don't even know what this man just did, bro. So a Pisces can escape in the shit they wear. It's cold-blooded. See, I could wear this and then I'm out here stealing, doing all kind of shit. But when I'm doing the content, I look like a regular normal guy. See? But off camera, I'm doing all kind of shit. And y'all just don't know. See? Because it's what you can't see, bro. But this the thing. When you live a double life, that's what happens. You have an outer shell of what everybody can see. That's the illusion. But the truth behind it is you're nothing what you look like, bro. And that's not even going by your looks. That's going by how other people perceive you. Oh man, he looked normal. He looked like a normal dude. That's what you gotta watch, bro. Cause that person can be a cold-blooded killer, bro, and not wear it, bro. Don't got nothing for you to go off of to know that he's that person, bro. See? So this could be a split identity situation. See, but I'm gonna tell you, where is the gas coming from? His ego. That's where the propane is what's gassing it. See? So what did his ego make him believe? See? That I could do all of these things and nobody will catch me. It's cold-blooded. See, that was even in my situation. I just told y'all I'm not gonna get caught, bro. See, I will not get caught. And y'all think I'm talking out the side of my neck, bro. But listen, for whatever a man believes, forever, put it like this: whatever you believe, how you are, you gotta speak it, bro. If you say, oh man, yeah, they might get, you start doubting the fact, then they gonna get you then. But if you say no, they ain't gonna get me, bro. It is what it is. See? Now I'm gonna tell you another thing with John Wayne Gacy. He had control obsession. He targeted victims that he felt that he could what? Dominate, bro. So he targeted weaker targets, bro. See? And then I'm gonna tell you, that was just on the outside. Then on the inside, he used manipulation, fake authority, and intimidation. It's cold-blooded, see? So his ego was tied to power over others. This is why he kept doing it, bro. He just loved being in control and dominating the situation. See? Now, whether it was because it happened to him, that's another story. Now, here's another thing. Lack of empathy, okay? So John Wayne Gacy, he didn't view his victims as people with equal value. See, he saw them as objects that he could use. I'm done, bro. I'm done, Brody. I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? That the same damn, I just said, bro, I just said that, bro. I said that how many times tonight? If people will use you, it's because they do not like you, bro. And the same thing with John Wayne Gacy. He literally, look, he treated people at his disposal. Look, like I say, he didn't like them. That's why he kicked, bro. That's what will happen to people, bro. That's how people really be feeling, bro. See, about the people that they use, bro. So, like I say, man, when it comes to, hold on, let me go back to this because I went to the wrong thing. Okay, so yeah, like I said, he saw the people as objects that he could use. See how he didn't give a shit about using them? He didn't care about them. Now, what we have here to identify him just having a lack of empathy, obviously, this showed what? Narcissism. See, and it also showed antisocial traits. See, but you gotta understand that, of course, he wasn't gonna be social if he was really taking people out. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dumb. You know, that would have gave itself away. But just something to know. Now he also had a justification mindset. Okay, so he made excuses for his actions, and then at times he ended up shifting blame onto victims or circumstances. So here his ego was at work again because it protected um you know, it protected him by refusing accountability. Now, he also practiced overconfidence, okay? He believed he wouldn't get caught. I understand. I said the same thing. He continued crimes despite increasing the risk. And here's the part where it's so crazy is that here, this was dangerously active within him. His ego, making him think that, oh, I'm smarter than everybody type of thinking, this kind of led him to get caught quicker. See, now his need for dominance. Now look at the situation. His behavior wasn't just violence; it was about feeling in control. See, because the power, what it amount to him? Validation. Now, this may not have been related to his personality. I will say that. Okay. Now, what it's tied to though is the antisocial behaviors and his personality traits, extreme narcissism, and then just him just being a criminal. Now, another thing is this. See, if you operate with a healthy ego, okay, that's why I said we all have an ego, but whether or not it's healthy or unhealthy, that's the difference. So if his ego was healthy, then it would just be regular confidence, but at the same time he would still be accountable. Now, if his ego is unhealthy, then this would be more related to him trying to him having to have control, lack of empathy, and just being delusional about the shit he was doing. See, because he would literally murk somebody and then act like he didn't have nothing to do with it or he didn't understand what was going on. See, so that's the thing. Like, but really look at the situation. The craziest thing is that it sounded like he was at a battle within himself. If that makes sense. See, that he let his dark side override. He let his ego override his mental. I said mental. His mentality of reasoning. If that makes sense. See, so that's the thing to go. That I got out of that. Um, but no, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am gonna stop. I ain't gonna do it no more because I feel like I ain't being overconfident. I ain't trying to do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill out with that shit because like you never know. One old school man, he always told me like you never know who's watching. You could be doing something and people just tallying everything up. You know what I'm saying? To where they can really get a huge amount on you to make you make you pay a fine or some type of thing, God forbid. So yeah. So smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I love y'all. Catch y'all possibly tonight. I'll either go live or drop another video or another reaction video to something else. But tune in and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.